never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes.
Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is what if Deku was a I can't speak properly, but what if Deku was an info broker? Part I'm not sure. Let me do this real quick. Okay, I'm back. It's part 5. Oh, sorry. As we're gonna cut to a couple weeks later, as at Midoriya's home base, it's busy as everyone's running around as every attempt of any attempt to monitor the League of Villains, the agents either end up dead or or they lose sight of them. As we cut to a video feed in a building, as he sees as he sees a monster, he sees the Nomu, not the one that fought All Might, but he got glimpses of the Nomus as they're ripping his agents apart, as he's like, all agents, sorry, all agents on the info gathering of the League of Villains withdraw immediately. As Toga, walks in, he's like, she's like, what's the matter, Izuku? Echo? Not Echo, sorry, Glitch? As, Small Paws. I read your comments, and your comments about the ship. I had a feeling this was going to happen down the line, so I set up the relationship. I set it up early, so if, I get a lot of comments of, making it ship with Toga and Natelli. Deku X Toga X Telly. So, I guess you guys want to see it because I've seen a couple comments about it. So, I have it all set up ready. So, guess we're gonna do it this way. I could do normally for shifts, I could do 2, but any more than that, it would be hard to keep up with everything. It's kind of reason why I'm dreading going back to my slime what if, because that has that one has more than one ship, so yeah, that's gonna be fun to get back to that. But I'll eventually get to it once I get things knocked off the list. Anyways, let's continue. As Izuku, ponders this, as he's like, as Toga sits down on him, he's not even, he's more focused in his thought process right now. As she's messing with his hair, as he's like, this changes things. This changes everything. Toga. She's like, yeah, I want you gather a team. Gather the 3 most powerful people that have a strength quirk. As she's like, as she gets up, it's like, okay, yeah, I'll be back. As Dobby, he's in the room with Izuku. Let me pause this for a second. I'm back. As Toga leaves, as Dobby's like, sorry, Dobby, asks, how much trouble are we in? As he's like, we're clear on our end. They can't locate us. I have protocols in set, so we're we're all in the clear. But these League of Villain types, this group, they're bad for business. They're gonna have a feeling whatever that was, as he have it on the screen, as you know, it's a piece of the, it's not the full picture of the sorry, it's not the full picture of the Nemu, but it's a piece of it. As he's like, Dobby's like, what the hell is that? I don't know, but we need to cool off with that. From that little photo, I gathered enough information to know this League of Villain group is a threat and we should be tread carefully. For now, we're not going to step on our toes. I need to plan this carefully. As you know, Dobby's like, what are you doing? Like, what? No, what's the next step, boss? As over time, you know, Dobby, you know, joined the his little organization, his little, you know, information broker business, because he gets paid. Everyone gets paid, so you know, it's a decent gig. As he's like, it's simple. Once Toga gets back with what I need, then I just need to test out my theory. As he's like, Dobby's, you know, confused. As he's like, what do you mean? As he's like, don't worry, I'll divulge everything once everything's set up. As you know, you do a little, you know, time skip a little bit. Oh, like a couple days. As you know, we're in a, you know, sorry, we're in a abandoned room. You know, it's like an abandoned area, abandoned building, abandoned room. You know, condemned, so you know there's no witnesses. As Izuku had collars placed on them, all three of them. Now these are not court canceling collars, so you know that's not a that hasn't appeared in this what if so far. I might add it in, but I'm not sure yet. But now these collars, before I continue the story, these collars has, you know, these collars still are no joke. They have a small detonation charge that could, you know, blow up their head if, you know, if they don't behave. Or it could discharge a very, it could charge either a non-lethal charge of electricity or a lethal charge to electricity to, you know, kill them. Now these three cork string cork users are, you know, minor thugs. So Toga didn't kidnap anyone innocent. So you know, I forgot to add that in, but yeah, you know, Izuku doesn't play that game. He doesn't mind taking out a hero or a villain, but if it's to achieve one of his goals, but innocent civilians is not his thing. So as you know, Izuku is in, you know, his armor, his, I guess, I forget, you know what I was gonna call it. I'll just call it Raven armor because you know it's easier. As he's in his, you know, Raven armor, I guess. Raven. Oh no, it's like a skull. Well, anyways, you know, he's in his armor. As they get unblindfolded, as they're confused, it's like, do you know who I am? As they look over to, it's one of his, they don't know each other. So, they're like, as Izuku shocks them all three, as they're writhing in pain, as he stops it. As he's like, huh, listen here, you three. As the man's like, what do you want? Like, what are you after? If it's money, I could get you some. As they're trying to get out of this. And it's just like, this is nothing you could offer me would interest me, anyways. But I selected you three of which your abilities are quite interesting. As one of them try to rush Izuku, as he, Toga pins him down to the floor with a knife. She didn't like that very much for him coming after him like that. As she's like, you move, you're dead. As he's like, Toga, now don't soften him up. He has a very important job. As she, jumps back to Izuku, she's like, all right, I'm sorry. As she pouts. As Izuku's like, let's get down to business. Now, shall we, boys? It's quite simple. You see the nifty collar on all your necks? It's linked to a small charge. As Toga's like, kaboom. As she, demonstrates, her head blowing up and, acting out the part. This being Toga. As she starts laughing. And despite, my associate, my second command, no, my comrade here, pretty much, your head will go boom. And I'm able to, no matter where you are, if I find out you're not doing what you're told, you'll get a nice little charge. And let me clarify something. This charge could do a lot more than stun you. As if I set it at the top setting, you will die a very painful death. As they like, what do you want us to do? It's simple. I want you to, as you see, as he has, a map of the city where we're at, All Might is going to be approaching this area pretty soon. Sorry. Sorry about that. And I want you to engage him. As they're like, are you crazy? There's no way we could, defeat All Might. As he's like, I never said about defeating All Might. That never was a part of the equation. As they're like, what do you mean? Don't worry about what, sorry, let me pause this for a second. That's something you don't need to know. You're the muscle. You do what I said or you're all dead. As they go off and start causing trouble. Toga. Is all our people are in position. Moderating, observing this. As you're like, yeah, everything's set up. We'll get all the vitals. Once the fight begins, we'll be able to, they have sensors all over the place, so good. Don't interfere in it. As like, what do you have planned? Glitch. as you know, she's trying to get answers out of him. As you know, she whispers it, whisper it in her ear. Sorry. As she smiles, as she's told what he knows about All Might. It's simple, Toga. I know he's hurt. I just want to gauge what's his limit. It all depends what happens after that. What I do. As that happens. As the callers have they have quirk enhancing sorry I keep forgetting. Don't worry about that. That has nothing to do with this. But they have quirk enhancing. They have the quirk enhancing drug. Instead of pill form, it's a needle system inside the collars. As Toga's like, I don't think those. I understand your plan's quite it's fun, but what I don't think those three guys are enough. Or after he's the number one hero after all. As he's like, no. Glitch is smiling in his mask. He's like, it's simple, Toga dear. These three are gonna be juiced up. As soon as All Might lands, the three go in. As they're fighting All Might. As All Might dodges one of them. As he socks one of them as he goes flying. As two of them came on to the right side and left side. One going high, one's going low. As All Might, catches them and with his hand and throws them down on the ground. As the one that was hit from a wall came from behind and socked All Might back of the head as he goes flying. Let me pause this for a second again. Okay, I'm back. As All Might goes flying, as All Might gets up, he's like, surrender now. He's doing the All Might thing. He's like, surrender now, villains. Or, it'll be less painful for you. As, the villains, sorry, the three thugs that, Izuku has in his little twisted game. As, they all felt something pierce into their neck. As they're like, what the hell is that? As, All Might goes in. And slowly they're fighting, back and forth. As, All Might notice that they're getting stronger. And stronger as, it's a quirk enhancing drug. So, fun. Because I'm thinking, if they were able to make it a pill form, they could easily make it into a liquid. So, that's my logic on that. As one of them, as all three of them socking All Might, as one of them hits his weak spot, as the dude that did it get a very small charge of electricity, as he has the earpiece, as he's like, leave that side alone, as or you get punished. As he's like, yes sir. As he's gradually doing it. As they're beginning to fight. As they're going after All Might. All Might, this is going on for a little bit. As his time is running out. As some heroes come to help him out. As it was like no famous heroes, just low tier heroes. As you're like, sir, what's can we be assistants? As All Might was about to speak, he's still close to his time limit. As he's like, he's done. As, instantly, the dudes, there was an instant charge, frying everything on the collar and frying of the people wearing the collar as they all drop down to the ground as they're, All Might's like, what the heck? Like he's confused. As, we cut to Izuku, and she's like, I've seen enough. Everyone get back to the base and analyze all the data you got. As they're like, yes sir. As they all go back. As Toga's like, what's this all about? Izuku. It's simple, Toga. I need to figure this out. Judging by what I saw of the League of Villains, I don't believe, this is a threat that, All Might can handle anymore in his current condition. But I need to know I need to know what he's at. What he's able to, what he's able to do with his current power. He's far more weaker than he was in his prime. And whoever's running this League of Villains is bad news. As he's thinking, All Might, it's not going to be able to, save the day this time. As he's trying to find a way to swing it his way. As he put a pin on that for later. As we cut to, Nezu and All Might as he explains what's happening. As he's like, thank you, All Might. I'll let you know if if something comes to mind. As Nezu's, thinking about what happened to All Might, as, he can't really suspect anyone right now because he doesn't have enough information, but, he's going to put that, thought in the back of his head. And we're gonna probably stop it there because we're let's stop it here because I'm ran out of ideas. Not I'm out of ideas. I just what I thought of for this episode. I thought it would be longer, but it's all good. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time. So I'm sorry. Bye.